You're listening to For Better and Worse podcast with Rach and Jeri. I need to get new stands for this.
I don't know what's happened.
It's just bad balance.
Yeah.
It's
looks like it's been curved. Curved for her pleasure.
For her pleasure.
For her displeasure because it's driving you nuts.
Yeah, but
I'm very sore. I need you to know
You're
this
sore?
day I'm still sore. Yes.
From?
I can only guess the bowl because it is this arm.
I'm bruised.
Is this arm.
I am bruised. Did I show you?
Yes.
I had on like rhinestone tights. A lot of friction happens on a bowl. Lot of friction, and it's like you're not even noticing. You're like running on adrenaline.
Yeah.
And
you're squeezing.
And you're because that's what they tell you.
Yep.
You gotta tighten up. Rhinestones digging into my skin, just bruised and battered.
Yeah, everyone was just sending pictures of their bruised legs. Sierra's bruised, Taylor's bruised, Nicole's
What did Sierra get bruised doing?
Her fucking dance on the ground.
I have some very good content. I have, some would say, an hour and a half long video vlog that I'm going to need to figure out. I don't know what.
Trim it down.
And of course, my babysitter's now sick this week. So I'm like, when will anything get done?
Yeah.
Don't know. Unsure. I think the answer is at night.
Yeah.
Not my best time.
We certainly don't need all 17 minutes of my PowerPoint.
But don't we? If there's one PowerPoint to do, isn't it that one?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Maybe like highlights.
And that's what I'm not good at. You know what I mean? That's not true. That's literally my
I
job
know.
is
I was
making
like,
highlight
I don't know
videos.
about that,
But I'm like, when it comes to cutting out things that is like everything is funny.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is like you have to go through the explanation to get to the bit. And it's like, I guess this is 17 minutes. Mm-hmm. This is 17 minutes.
And that's what we need to explain to you guys is we have my bachelorette party. And if you listen to Ladies and Tangents on Tuesday, Sierra and I talked about one evening of it. There was more that happened. And so
I did listen.
You
guys did kind of like a macro.
Yes.
Like you went through like what we did and you talked about like some highlights, but you did not get into the nitty gritty is what I'll say.
Did not. No, I did not.
Because I really do think you could record a podcast episode with every single person that was there.
And it would be different.
It would be different every time.
100%.
But I did really love listening because I really do think if I could get a podcast episode from everybody that's ever attended any event that I've hosted, I'd consume that all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's almost like a review.
Right. But I don't like face-to-face reviews really.
Yeah.
But really what I wanted to do was go around to everybody and ask and look them in the eyes and say, are you having a really good time?
Are you enjoying yourself?
Are you enjoying this? Do you feel like this was worth your time and your money?
Yeah.
Please advise.
I loved hearing the stories from like when they would run away. So like when Sierra and Kristen and Nicole and Stevie ran away and then they like were in the photo booth and they did that situation.
I was like,
I had no idea
happen?
that
when
happened.
Did that happen?
Like they don't know about our tarot adventure, like that we had popped into this one little shop.
We got witchy. And I really liked that. It was my first, no, it wasn't. Madison and I did a tarot card reading, but it was a joint tarot card reading. And I remember us feeling like, that was weird. Just being like, oh, you guys are very intertwined and stuff. And I wish we would have recorded it. And maybe somewhere it is.
Yeah.
Deep in the iCloud.
I feel like I need to re-listen to what he said to me.
I've recorded the whole thing.
Because I'm so used to people who know me doing my tarot and they read me to filth. It's like a personal attack in a way. And I kind of like that. Yeah. Because it feels more, I don't know, aggressive. Well, I feel like I can do something with that.
Is Sam your tarot reader? Your sister?
Yeah.
Because she's a witch.
Yes.
You guys are all witches. It's really serious.
Yes.
It's really serious.
We got after PowerPoint night, we were all nice and toasty and we said, let's go get in the pool. And then none of us got in the pool because Sam was doing tarot and she was like making everybody cry.
I know. Kat, our friend from Alaska, Washington, Oregon, was there and she stayed with me, flights and such. she said that you guys were just sobbing. Like it was just very, and like Madison's got red. I was like, wow, wish I was there for that. But I promptly pressed the eject button out of my consciousness. I said, and I turned off. And if you want to go to our Patreon and watch the vlog that will probably be posted there, I'm hoping the day this comes out, so Friday, but we shall see. The video just ends because there is nothing past PowerPoint night.
There's one
zero
video of Kat waving goodbye to me.
Yes. Which felt a little bit out of place.
Yeah. A little bit
it was just like, you know what? Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. Rachel,
we Irish goodbye'd the video.
I said, and I'm done. And I could go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I also thought it was so funny how many people thought that me and Meredith were related or me and Madison were related. I think maybe it was Kristen. So one of Sierra's best friends, she was in Sierra's wedding, was like, are you guys sisters? Because I'm like cussing her out over something stupid that she said, like always. And I was like, oh no, we get that. We get sisters or lovers.
You absolutely were giving sister. You always have given sister with Madison. And you got a front row seat to one of the most mild sister discussions between me and my younger sisters.
And it was delicious, everybody. Not for those who get triggered by yelling. No. Not for those people. But for people who really enjoy a row. Just over dumb shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's for me. I was just like.
So here's the story.
Randy would punch a kitten in the face if it looked at her wrong. Randy is crazy in the best way.
Randy is hard.
I'm scared of her, but I love her.
In the PowerPoint, I said
Randy also sister.
She is a fuck around and find out rising. Like she is. And she's an I wish a bitch would moon. Like that's just how it is. And like she's been that way forever. And now having Dove, having her daughter has really, really made her reel that in.
Yeah.
Yes. So she's pulled that back in and she's learning how to go like the high ground for things, but it's all strategic.
Yeah.
But when she can yell, she'll yell.
Truly.
Oh my gosh, one of their biggest pet peeves with me, and this is unfortunate for me, is they don't think that I listen. And it's not that I'm intentionally not paying attention to them. My brain does a go away thing sometimes. And sometimes I don't think it does. Sometimes I just think, I don't know who's at fault. I don't know if they think they said something that they didn't, or if I just didn't hear it or I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a combination of the both. But my complex PTSD also makes me forget things almost instantaneously. Like it really has affected my short-term memory. There was a video, I wish I had it. When I was in my old house, I had cameras outside and one inside in the kitchen. Cause I mean, if it's in the kitchen, you're seeing the entire house basically. Yeah. And there is a video of me walking Brady out of the house, and I grab this bag of fried noodles that we had gotten from the Chinese place, and I threw them away. Instantly, I turn around and I go, "Did you throw those noodles away?" And he goes, "You just did that." And I was like, "Huh?" And had I not watched the tape and seen me do it, that moment did not.
This is why I've gotten my brain scanned. I don't think I've talked about this, but my brain is not firing. My brain is not working on all cylinders in a way that like it felt like it came to an extreme halt, but I know it didn't because a year ago I was literally like a year ago I was like crying to my doctor and being like, I need to be able to work and I can't work. And I thought it was just like dosing on my stimulant or like I tried also going up on my depression medicines. Like I was just like, I have a career that I care about and I can't do anything. I can't focus and I can't get anything done. And I was blaming it kind of on like my work, like with childcare, mom brain. Well, and then I saw a neurologist and then I paid out of pocket for an MRI because they mentioned MS to me. And I was like, all you got to do is go on one Reddit thread. And you're like, that's it.
Done.
Josh and I were like basically writing like not that MS is like a death sentence at all. But like we were just like, we were both on these Reddit threads and we were like, it was nice while it lasted.
Commiserating.
It was nice while it lasted. Josh, you need to now be the primary parent. I will just coast until, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, until I wither away.
And then I paid out of pocket for this MRI because it was just going to be a song and dance with my insurance, and it was coming up to Christmas. And I was like, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into this like Christmas, because
it's chaos anyway.
It's chaos anyway. And I'm like, I need to know if I have lesions in my brain.
It's very important.
It's very important to me because, I mean, they also talk about like your feet going numb, things going numb. I'm like, my foot's numb right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, oh.
Yep, that's it. I check all the boxes.
So paid $2,000 for this MRI out of pocket.
To find out.
But don't worry. If it went through insurance, it would have been $4,800. Okay. But because I was self-pay, it went down to $2,000. Healthcare in America's a scam. It's a super duper scam. It's the biggest scam you ever been a part of. And we got no say, but we're here and we're doing it now.
And we're not going to get anything because we're spending all of that money to build a place on the moon that we just found out about.
And you know what? I would love to say that I love the moon.
I love it too.
Not in the year 2026. It is not the time.
Right
for the
now,
moon.
we're in a Libra moon. As we're recording this, it is a Libra full moon.
Is that?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
The stars are very confusing.
We're not
but
going to
anyway,
be able to see it, but
no lesions, no brain lesions. But that would have scared me to my core.
And I'm still unknown about mine. I do think it's CPTSD related. Could also be BPD related because high stress can oftentimes make just give me like blackouts kind of.
Yes.
Not long blackouts. It's literally blips. But I don't take things very seriously anymore, where Randi is very much still in a place where everything is very serious. And so in that moment, I could not stop laughing, but I did want to continue the discussion. And
this is all, guys, this is sounding like it was deep. No, we are literally arguing about what year it was. Was it 2013 or 2014, or was it 20?
It up today.
13 going to 14, 14 going to 12 going to 13. I was like, and who fucking cares at this point? Like it was.
Hey,
Kesha was in her prime, regardless.
Here's the deal: if there's a hill to die on, we will. Like that's it.
What?
When it comes to each other, me and my two sisters, when there's a hill to die on, we will. Even if we don't care about that hill, we now care so deeply about that hill. That's the only hill we've ever thought of, actually.
And how did anything ever get done? Ever in that house?
It didn't.
It didn't. No. Yeah. It seemed dysfunctional.
There was a lot. That was a base. That was norm.
But I'll tell you what, the story of Sam getting kidnapped by a teenager on the run from juvie in Cookie Monster pajamas. And that is a story that I don't believe is my place to say, but is the funniest story I've ever heard. And I'll still cry laughing.
She's in a much better place now to tell it, because there was a long time. I remember, I think I mentioned it on Ladies and Tangents one time, and I called Sam. I was like, am I allowed to talk about this? Because it was very, in the moment, very, very traumatic for her. And so I never wanted to get on mic and laugh about it, but she is in a place where she is now telling it lighthearted.
What I'm laughing about is Randi being like, what the fuck do you mean you just got in your car? She didn't have a gun. She didn't have a weapon. What do you mean you got in the car and you took her to where she wanted to go? And Sam's like, you don't know what you do unless you were in that position. Yeah. And she was like, the fuck I wouldn't. She'd be like, oh, hold on, gotta go pee. Wow.
Okay, have you seen the puppet, the knock the fuck out puppet? That's Randi.
Randi is so scary.
So if you want to know what my sisters are like,
she's so tiny.
She's so tiny, but she's so scary. And Sam is a Libra middle child.
Classic
so
middle
of course, if somebody, here's long story short. Sam was at home by herself, and she went to let the dogs out because the dogs were barking, and she flipped the light on, and there was a girl on our back deck. And Sam went to grab the door because, I mean, we hadn't locked our doors at that point in time. And the girl reached for the handle and then essentially she demands that Sam she's crying, help me. And then as soon as Sam says she's going to call the police, mood switch. And she's like, you're not calling the police. This is exactly what you're going to do. You're going to get in that car. You're going to take me where I want to go. And you're not going to tell anybody what's happening. And Sam is like, you're right. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
You're so right.
You're so right. Okay. Not a problem.
And my favorite part of this story is the law gets wind that she's been kidnapped. I don't really know how that happens. I think because the girl she's in juvie, was on a home visit. And so I think they tracked her.
Yes.
And they were like, oh no.
She ran away from the house she was home visiting.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Hello, Mr. Heron. This is the police. Your daughter has been kidnapped. We'd like you to come down to the station. Okay, sounds good. Hangs up. Mr. Heron then says, hey, Randy, your sister's been kidnapped. Gotta go to the police. Please put in that frozen pizza for dinner. And leaves. And that is because that's all Randy's perspective from that time at the time was like, all I knew is that you'd been kidnapped, but it wasn't that serious because Dad told me to make a pizza.
Yeah.
And it just is like, you guys are cosmically fucked, but at least you're witches.
Hey,
I don't know.
I oftentimes, what was so funny to me is I felt like I was trauma dumping. I felt like I was telling these stories and people were looking at me with shock and awe. Like, I cannot believe this is real. And then my sisters arrive and they start telling their stories. And I'm like, okay, this is an us thing. I fear we're the problem.
I fear one of your ancestors witched a little too
closely to the sun.
And you are, if only.
We just attract
the Stanley Yelnats curse.
We attract a lot of strays. And we're fixers. That's the witch in us. We think we can fix. So
well, with the right potion, maybe, but
I haven't found the right potion yet. I'll tell you that.
You gotta keep trying the lion's wort or whatever. But oh wow, it just was a treat to have all of you guys together. And I'll look forward to it every time. Meredith, my best friend Meredith, she's been on the podcast a few times. She is an actual camp director, and so I had her there so I could enjoy it, because I know, like, when you host, especially when you're hosting like 15 women, like, you're just doing dishes. You're doing, like, I've done that in retreats, and I was like, I just want someone else to be there to do that and play that role. So I got to sleep in. I didn't have to think about getting up early and starting coffee, and she was better at it anyway. Okay, let's be honest. She's a barista. She was making people fucking lattes. Never forget, Meredith made your cousin Erica a latte. And she goes, there's a design in this. I was like, did you think she sneezed?
Did you hear what she said after that? She goes, did you mean to do that?
Yeah, did you mean to do
Yeah,
that?
yeah, she did. No, she accidentally made it.
She's like, this is gorgeous. I was Erica?
That was her health journey latte.
The health journey stuff. Erica just being like, Meredith saying, what can I get you? What kind of latte would you want? And her being like, whatever would have the least amount of calories, because I'm on a health journey. It was so good. So good.
Okay, so you don't know about this. There were phrases that were said. Okay. Health journey. Madison being gay.
Yeah.
And here's a condensed version of that, because I feel badly because I know I have a lot of overlap.
It's okay.
Listen
to both episodes, really.
So in the Ladies and Tangents episode, I talked about how a man, came up to us when we were at the VIP and said something to my sister Sam, said something to Sierra, and then was like, no, who I really want is Madison. And Sam, knowing that Madison is married to a woman, yells, she's gay.
She's gay.
So then Madison,
she's gay.
Yes. But the other thing Madison said that I just kept bringing up over and over again, it was my favorite thing. When we were at dinner, there was a waitress who was helping our table, right? Okay. Bless any wait staff, for sure. But she comes over and she's on one side of Madison. Madison starts to order, and then she walks to the other side, and Madison goes, where are you? And then she looks at me and she goes, I fear I'm rude.
Madison. Oh, yeah. I do remember this now. I fear I'm rude.
So we're like, what? speak on that. Speak a little bit more on that. And she's like, I don't mean to be. I was thinking about this. I was trying to explain it to someone. You know, resting bitch face?
Oh, yeah. Madison's got it bad.
I don't think she has resting bitch face.
She's just got bitch face.
I think she's just got bitch face.
Yeah.
And like, she doesn't mean to. She just has this tone where if you don't know her, you think she's mad at you.
Yeah.
Or that you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
But really, she would do anything for you. And she's not mad.
Yeah,
and
but she might roll her
fine.
eyes while doing it. And that's, that's fine.
And that's respectable to me.
Yeah. I feel like
Because
you collect a lot of black cats.
Me?
Yes. I feel like you collect a lot of people that can be hard to read.
Yes, I do.
I feel like I can be hard to read. Mads is hard to read.
Everyone says Nicole's hard to read.
Nicole is hard to read. Even Stevie could be hard to read. You know,
I think
like
Erica,
we're all just
both Ericas I think could be hard to read.
Yeah.
But what was amazing is everyone who was there was like, you're my kind of.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yes.
I'm really truly not worried about it. And like, if you have a problem with me, that's none of my business.
Mm-hmm. So Madison would do like say or do anything. Like if she would roll her eyes at you or she'd like snap at you, she'd look at me and I go, I fear you're rude.
I fear you're rude. But yeah, so I got to plan Jeri's Bachelorette, and I guess
it was the best.
Yeah,
it was the best.
Jeri, when she got engaged and asked me to be her bridesmaid, and then she said, also I'd like a Bachelorette. Can you be responsible for that? I said, I would love nothing more. And I think that was also just down to the fact that Jeri was like, you have done this before. It would be the least mental strain on you than anyone else.
Yes.
And that was true.
And you're also like decisive and direct.
Yeah. Which
and
you have
that's
to be.
helpful. That is have to be helpful.
If I could give one note to people planning bachelorettes, which it is tough because you are trying to please a group of people, and you literally cannot. You cannot meet everybody's expectations, budgets, vibes. You know, like you're just not. And you have to accept that from the jump.
I don't know. I fear we did.
I hope so. I really felt
like we did.
But again, it was like, you know, we invited 25 people. Yes. So it's also like communicating through that and like weeding through all of that. That was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot. And
what was I have a question. Because I was not privy to a lot of anything. And I know that was intentional.
Yes.
What was your reasoning for that?
Because I didn't want you to feel responsible for anything like emotionally. So I knew if you knew, everyone in your life would be asking you questions like, what should I wear? Where should I go? What should I be? And I wanted you to be like, I don't know, ask Rachel.
Amazing. I love that.
Because I know that, like, because it's also hard with people like us in that, like, the most qualified person in the room, et cetera, et cetera. It's like that label just becomes like your whole identity. And sometimes when you're doing something for you, it's why I invited Meredith. Like, I didn't want to, I wanted to have fun. I wanted to enjoy it. I wanted to like drink too much and sleep in as much as, you know, like I wanted to be a part of it. And sometimes that's like, I needed to keep you in the dark. But I feel like, I mean, I let you see our itinerary. I didn't send you a copy.
Right.
Because I didn't want you to look up the Airbnb. I sent you the address as late as I possibly could. Meaning like as you were driving, I think you texted me. And that's the way I liked it. But you knew the theme. You picked the theme. So I didn't pick the theme. You picked the theme. And it was like, I think I ran like a night out was in the plan. And then like hikes and chill time. So I feel like it wasn't like it wasn't like it was a secret.
No, but I will say, as somebody who does have like a hero complex and wants to rescue people and wants to take care of things and almost feel like I need to over participate in order to feel worthy of the experience myself, I really did lean into this isn't for me until I'm there.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of trying to channel being in like my baby girl era.
Okay.
Like I see these memes that are like, I want to be baby girl, but I was born to be a big dog.
Right.
And I'm like, that's been my existence. And I need to, and I don't want to be a big dog. Forrest did call me Mama Big Dog and Brady Dada Big Dog.
Just unprompted.
Because we play Animal Crossing, and Brady has an island called Big Dog Island. And so Forrest was talking about visiting his island, and he said, "Your mama Big Dog, and he's dad at Big Dog." I was like, he's going to be thrilled.
Love it. Love
Thrilled. Also, speaking of Big Dog, I have 3 things. 1, I'll have to see if I can remember the second. 1, Brady sits me down, and he says, "I need to talk to you about Vietnam." Ooh. And I said, "Why?" And he said, "When I retire, I was looking at the cost of living.
Oh, Lord above.
And if we move to Vietnam and we're making $2,000 a month, we will be living in luxury." And I was like,
There's a lot of places you could live, not just Vietnam, Brady.
Go to Vietnam.
Have you heard of South America? Have you heard of, you know?
He wants to go to Vietnam, I guess.
That seems a bit far.
It is a bit far.
And it seems like I
feel like I'd rather.
I do feel like it would be a little bit easier to learn Spanish than Vietnamese.
Is it Vietnamese? Is that what they speak?
Yes.
Okay.
In Vietnam?
Well, listen, in China, they speak Mandarin.
Okay.
And Cantonese.
And Chinese.
And Chinese. Is Chinese a language?
They're like dialects, I believe. You know,
that's
like
not for me to
how
know.
Portuguese and Spanish are like, you can kind of.
Yes.
And I might be talking on my ass, but from what I understand.
They speak Portuguese in Brazil.
Exactly.
Which shocked me because I was
Spain.
like, that's not Portugal.
And in Spain.
And I didn't know Portugal was nowhere near Brazil. It's in
and
Europe.
That is on Conquests, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That is on tough.
Yeah.
Tough stuff.
Very limited knowledge.
Yeah, very limited. But okay, so maybe Vietnam for retirement.
Like Brady's thinking Vietnam. The other thing is today is
Buy a timeshare.
Today is April Fool's Day as we're recording this. I went to pick up my wedding dress. I did ask the girls if they would put me into a dress, and I would pretend to send him the wrong dress. Or I would pretend to send my group chat the dress and accidentally send it to him. He did not buy it. He did not buy it. He did not bite.
Rude.
I know.
What dress was it?
It was this dress that was blue. That's probably why he didn't buy it. But I thought it was really believable because
Jeri, no part of that's believable. That's psychotic. That's a psychotic dress.
He was like,
even as someone who's in the industry, that dress is
giving
insane.
Bridgerton.
Yeah.
It's giving.
It's for someone. It's not for you.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not for me. But he's like, I know that's not your dress because you don't have a giant bow on your butt. I'm like, I could have a giant bow.
Hey, butt bows are back.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
I almost did.
I'm pro butt bow.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, yeah. There was the dress Jeri went with was the first dress she tried on. And then all of us were trying to be like,
keep your options open.
And then we were like, no.
Forget it.
Guess not. Guess not. Well, because you were like honed in on a silhouette.
Yes.
You didn't try on any dress outside of that. And so I was like, okay, well, if that's what you're going for, this dress
Which is wild because I wanted a halter backless dress like this. I was at this shop specifically because they carried the designer of this dress that I wanted. They ended up not having that dress, so I didn't try it on, but I tried on one similar, and I was like, hey, I hate this. This is not it. That's fine. Yeah.
No, got something very different. But
yeah. If my other Brady thing quip comes back, I'll let you know, but it's not here. It's not in the room with us. But what was in the room with us was PowerPoints.
Oh, that was good.
Night.
Before we get into that, can we get into another Heron girl story, which is Randi ripped her ear in two.
Yes. Yes.
Crazy Randi.
Yes.
Somehow undramatically ripped her ear in two.
Yes. So
and that
one of my requests was something to do with our hands, something where we could enter into a flow state and kind of like forget about everything. And so we had this giant roll of watercolor paper and we had watercolor paints across the table. And at any point in time, people could just like come and go and paint.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting and I'm painting and there's other people painting and talking. Randi is sitting next to me. And all of a sudden, almost a whisper, she looks at me and she goes, oh my God, my ear's in two. And I said, what?
Your who's in what?
And she goes, my ear just split in two. And I said, what the fuck are you saying to me? And then she just lifts her hair, and her ear
Yeah.
looks like a hoof.
It looks like scarred already. It's been that way for
It was not
a
bleeding.
millennia.
It was not. It was barely even red. There was nothing.
It was like it had been a injury she'd
Sustained a
since
long
childhood.
time ago. Yes.
It was. What the hell kind of scab was keeping that together?
I don't know. But what I thought was even funnier was she had announced this occurrence to people. I'm not even going to call it an injury because it was healed by the time it happened. But
no blood.
She announced this to everyone. She can't stop showing people her fucking ear. She's calling people. And the next day, when we're getting ready to leave, she comes down and she has the earrings that she wore on the night out. And she's like, well, does anybody want these? And my cousin Taylor looks at her and she goes, oh, but they're so cute. Wear them for the wedding. And she goes, oh, wait, never mind.
Oh, wait.
Like she genuinely forgot.
You're going to need a surgeon.
Yeah,
you're going to need some help.
Need a couple stitches.
What is she going to do?
I don't know.
Not my business.
I don't know.
I guess you could put in some like liquid stitch and maybe some a clip-on.
A clip-on for sure.
A little liquid stitch. Put that sucker together.
Who said that it's perfect for a Pac-Man tattoo now?
I don't know.
I think it was my father.
But you kept calling it a hoof, and then you got Brady on FaceTime, and he called it, looks like a butt. Or it looks like an ass cheek or something.
You got ass cheeks on your ear.
You got an ass cheek on your ear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, it was really just a time. And so I like to say, as someone who has struggled with social interactions their whole life, I've studied them. Do you know what I mean? Like I've studied them. I watched my favorite movie growing up, Laura, my sister at home. I want you to keep that in your mind, okay? My middle school favorite movie, okay? Have it in your mind, Laura. And the movie was Sleepover, okay? The movie was Sleepover with the girl from Spy Kids. And I loved the antics, the idea of like girlhood, getting up to stuff. Steve Carell, before he was Steve Carell, is in this movie.
Fascinating.
Like, insane. Do you know what I'm talking about? Alexa Vega?
I know who that is, but I don't know if I'm familiar with the movie.
Okay. And this might have been me being gay in general coming out, but whatever. So I've studied girlhood and interactions and like how people have fun, what they like to do. And I also like know being adults. So I'm like, and I've been to bachelorette parties. There's no more than one night out, people. There's no more than one night out in your 30s. We won't survive it.
No.
We won't survive it. And we did one night out and it was fun. And what I know from going to other bachelorette parties is that first night fun.
Yep.
That second night,
rough.
Get me out of here.
Rough.
Jess's bachelorette party was supposed to be in Denver. COVID hit.
Oh.
So then we like backtrack and do Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're just at this Airbnb in Cincinnati, and it's just like day drinking to bars that are not even open because it is literally like June 2020. Yeah. It is, I mean, a mess. And I remember it was like honestly probably 1:00 on the second day of drinking, and I'm decently intoxicated, and I say, I gotta go. I gotta go. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I've called an Uber.
Yep.
And I'm gone. I'll see you later.
The night
and they're
is
like,
done.
What do you mean? You're going back by yourself? I said, oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said.
And they're like, is that safe? I said, that's up to God. And I'm gone.
Do you know what's funny is I feel like anybody at my bachelorette could have been that person, and there would have been nobody asking if that was okay.
No, but that Uber would have been like, expensive.
Because don't think multiple people would have gotten in that Uber.
Don't think that I didn't already look up Uber fares from our Airbnb's area to Columbus.
Nightmare.
And then decided to do
the bus,
which a party bus, as someone who gets car sick easily, it's never ideal on the way there. Mm-hmm. But what I know is on the way back, you're going to be fine. Yeah. You're going to survive it. I almost peed my pants and I almost died, and I got to, like, I was literally like in pain, like praying to God. I was so close. I was watching the maps, refreshing, being like, how many more minutes? Because like Madison was like, do I have to tell him to pull off at the stop sign? And I was like, I'll do it. Just one more. Just one more. Give me one more stop sign. You know, just like really, really playing. But yeah, I like compared fares. And then I didn't also want to make people, because it was an hour drive from where our Airbnb was to Columbus. And I'm like, that's also a lot to ask anyone to drive drunk people.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to take the responsibility off. So I built that in. We had the party bus, and it really was a fun time.
So fun.
It was fun.
Yes.
I mean, Jeri almost threw up a bunch, but
several times.
On
the way back, I did really, really well until we had about 9 minutes left, and then I started feeling it. But the whole time I'm on the bus, and I was like, I'm getting in the pool. I'm getting in the pool. And someone looks over, and they see me, head back, eyes closed, and they go, bitch, you're not getting in the pool. And I go, oh, I'm getting in the pool. Just because I'm in my Zen mode to try and keep myself
And you did get in the pool.
I did get in the pool.
Yeah. You got out. You got in the pool.
I got in the pool. I got in the hot tub.
It was, honestly, the Airbnb was so delightful. We had like a hike on site. It was really fun. I plan a great bachelorette party. Can't say I'll ever do it again.
One and done.
Well, I think what the one tricky part was, like, I was planning a bachelorette party for few people that I actually knew personally.
Yes.
And that's hard to do. Like, it's hard to plan an event for people when you don't know them. And, like, you can't read into, like,
Tone.
a nuanced text. Or, you know, like, what does that mean?
The way
what does that mean?
autism is showing over and over and over again.
I mean, it's chronic.
You're like, I'm trying to read in these texts, and I don't know you well enough to know.
I don't know you well enough, and I can't read your vibe. And
I have not gathered enough intel.
I hope you don't hate me. And it's very funny, and I mean, honestly, tortured being me, because it's like, on one hand, it's like, I don't actually fucking care, but then the Cher Roche in me is like, oh, you should care. And if you don't care, you're a terrible person. And if you don't let it be your entire personality, and you don't care about these people fully. But it's true. It's like, you know, so can't say I'll do it again, at least. But I had a great time, is what I'll say. And take with that what you wish. You know what I mean?
It was fantastic.
Laura, I'll do it for you if you make me. And I think that's it. You know, I think that's everyone left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody else is like married and shit. So, you know, hey, I had a great time. And I really do think you wanted to retreat yourself, and that's what you got, babe.
Oh, that's 100%.
You wanted one, and you got one.
That's exactly what I got, and it made me feel like, you're so good at that. I understand why it was your job at one point.
Yes.
Like, I understand why you did that.
I really think it is the, like, studying of the human experience in a way that, like, it's like, I almost don't feel like I experience it, but I've studied so many people experiencing it. And that I get what's supposed to be fun and what's not fun.
Yes.
And I use that to, you know, I wanted to switch, you know, in my many shifting of careers. Like, I really wanted to do more, like, retreats for photographers. And then COVID hit and killed that dream. Yeah. But it's still fun. But I will say, like, planning an event, I say this all the time when people are planning weddings. Like, planning an event is stressful. Like, planning a bachelorette is stressful, but the goal is to plan an event that you're excited to go to. That's what I say with people with weddings. I'm like, it is going to be stressful. You can't get around it. You're planning an event for 50, 100, 200, 300, sometimes 500 people.
Yeah.
It's going to be stress.
Yeah.
I hope you are planning an event that you're excited to go to. And that's how I felt the whole time. Like, I was excited to go. I was excited for what we were doing. And because I remember, like, one of my friends who had recently planned their best friend's bachelorette was like, are you just excited for it to be over? Because their experience was hell on earth. And I was like, oh no, I'm actually so excited to go. Yeah. Like, I'm excited for it to be gone from my brain space, because like, I have been having to dabble in a lot of melatonin, because it's just like, your brain just keeps going and going and going. And I was like off the Melly Tea for so long. And I was
not the Melly Tea.
And I was just on Canny B.
Hey, if you can't have the Melly Tea, you better get on the Candy B.
And now we on both, okay? Now we on both just to sleep at night, which is fine. You know, we go through eras.
We love a little cough
sleep aid. Yeah, sleep aids. But no, it was so much fun. But I did, you know, we had the night out.
Oh, you know what I forgot about the night out was that woman giving me her hat.
What an epic moment. Okay,
The
set the scene.
Okay, so the theme for the night out is denim and diamonds. The whole goal, to ride a bull. So we get to the bar. We are in a VIP section. We are living our
And why did I book the VIP section, everybody? Why did I book a section that had a $600 minimum, knowing we would never very well meet that?
Despite ordering 9 entrees.
Should have ordered more. Anyway, I had no idea. What I was doing. Anyway, worth every penny, regardless of maybe getting chased down by, was it the law or was it a rule?
I don't know.
Was it a law or was it a rule?
It was tricky.
And that's where I was getting confused. Anyway, because we did try to smuggle. We tried to smuggle a bottle that we bought out of the bar, and we're told that they were going to call cops on us, so we returned it. Whatever.
The waitress kept asking all of the wrong people. She's like, "Where's this bottle?"
Oh, I escaped it immediately because I knew the
I was like, "I don't know where it's at,"
and that was the goal.
Hey, I know it's no longer here. I don't know where it is now.
I didn't ask for any accomplices except for my pregnant friend Erica. And my pregnant friend Erica smuggled it out. Okay,
She's
with me.
Down for the get down. No one's suspecting the pregnant lady.
No, and even whatever. What were they gonna anyway? So we go to this bar, and I booked the VIP section because I haven't been to a club because it's a club.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't been to a club in a long time. And I went to a club downtown in Cleveland in the Flats called Johnny Boys, I believe. After one of Josh's like work Christmas party things. I walked in that bar, paid the cover fee. I looked at my husband and I said, I'll be going now.
Hey, I gotta go.
You do what you need to do. I will be going now. Because you can't keep track of everyone. Yeah, and I was just like, I don't want there to be like a dash at the end of the night where someone's in this corner and someone's in that corner. So really what I paid for was just a platform for us to all be together at.
And also security for our drinks.
The drinks, not having to dance around other weirdos. And like, I just wanted to dance with my weirdos.
Yeah. And we did.
Oh, we did.
And we did.
Oh,
but
check the Patreon because we did.
I'm sitting there, right? And I have my veil on, and this woman who is in like a full
disco suit,
disco dress, hat, everything. She's like, we're like, oh my God, you look incredible. You look like you should be with our party. And she goes, who's the bride? And I raise my hand, and she just takes her hat off and tosses it to me.
And just keeps walking. I'm like, I'm sorry.
The charisma.
Just the swagger on that woman
100%
was so incredible. She was just like, and this is for you.
And I felt like I was in a movie, like that was scripted.
It was incredible.
It felt unreal. And then I put the hat on. Was it you or Madison who was like, oh my God, it's the Parent Trap?
I think it was Madison.
It's just like the Parent Trap with the hat and the veil underneath.
And Jeri did post on her feed like pictures from and me and Madison are like staring at her, and I'm like are so like so just scream. It just felt like this like epic moment. And when you've had like a few too many drinks, you're like, everything is magic. Everything is working out for our good.
Because we are blessed and highly favored by the universe, and things just work out for us.
Exactly. So that was so fun. So, but you have one night like that, you're good. Okay, you had the night out. We survived it. The next day was like designed to be a chill day. It was designed to go for a hike, visit the cutie downtown area. That's when we did our tarot with Eli, an absolute king, truly. What weird hippie town were we in the middle of BFE?
I don't know, but I felt great there. It was giving Little Salem.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
And so fun. And I had my tarot read. My individual tarot read for the first time. Everybody was saying it was so spot on, and I was like, I can't even really remember what my life is and what's going on.
Oh, 100%.
So somebody can translate later.
Part of our group went to eat food because they hadn't eaten yet, and then part of our group went to explore. And so the group that went to explore included us, my sister Sam, Madison, Kat, Erica, Jess. We all kind of scattered even from there.
Yeah.
But in the tarot shop, it was an art shop, but that's where the tarot was happening. It was you, me, Madison, Sam, Kat.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam said something that was so funny because she said that whenever other people are getting read, I don't sit and listen, but I lurk.
Oh, you're a lurker.
I'm close enough to hear what's going on. Yeah. Sam's like, she'll walk behind you and be like, period. And then keep going.
In my case, I needed people to listen because
you were zoning. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if anything's correct.
Yes. Well, it was so funny because Madison and I were sitting next to each other and he'd say something and she'd look at me and she'd be like, yes. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
She was so excited about it. And I didn't know that Madison was that witchy. She doesn't she gives more skeptic than she gives witchy, but she seemed really into tarot.
Yeah, I don't even know if I know that about her.
Is this new?
Madison is funny. Madison is funny because she's kind of the person that's like, you could tell her anything. Like, she grew up going to like Lutheran youth group and stuff, and they would just say things like, like how we would buy into like purity culture and be like, you're telling me this. Madison would be like, that's fucking stupid.
But
I like playing dodgeball, so I'll keep coming. You know what I mean?
Going.
Like she would just take what she wanted from everything, and she's like, that aligns, that doesn't align. And she's just naturally very,
and I love that for her.
Well, she's naturally very discerning. Abuse and trauma has shifted a lot of her ability when it comes to individual people, but I do think in situations, Madison can be like
situational
discernment. Like, oh, as far as like belief systems or philosophies, she like knows what she knows and doesn't,
Yeah.
And yeah, I've never really thought about it, but she's not like a diehard like pagan or anything. She's just like, I think similar to me is like, sure.
I'm into it. Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
I love when Sam does tarot because it's fascinating to watch her. Because I can tell when she's in a tarot mode.
Isn't she reading tarot and you're also calling on the beyond?
Yeah.
Aren't you like translating ghosts?
Sometimes. Not on purpose.
She's just, telling you.
Not on purpose. But so Sam, she does this thing where she's almost like forcing herself to focus, and she'll like cover her eyes. And what's funny is she almost looks mad at you. The way she explains it to me is her guides ask your guides for information. Like, are you comfortable sharing this information with me to give this message to the person that you are a guide for? And that's how it's almost like she like knocks on the door and like, hello, can I peek inside your whatever? So it's less invasive that way, because if somebody doesn't want to be read, then their guides are like, no, we're blocked off.
Okay.
So when she was reading me, she was like doing this, and she's like, I really don't like doing this because it's your sister. Like, you feel like no one helps you. And it was like she was pissed at me.
Yes, yeah.
Like, she was like, what, you don't think that you get help? You don't think that people are loyal to you? You don't and so it was like very jarring because
she's like, your guide's telling my guide, and I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
Well, she was also mad because I allegedly have 6 guides and she only has 4.
All right.
And her and I share guides, and so she's upset that I have more guides than her.
Are guides people you know?
Not always.
Oh my God, can Sam? Okay, I need to talk to her. Who are my guides?
Yeah, you need. So, do you see my aura picture over there? Do you see kind of like the little white balls that are like in the greeny color up top? Those are guides. So you can see the spirit guides in those aura pictures that we did in Salem.
What the fuck?
And sometimes they're more intense, and sometimes, they're neat.
What if I had no balls?
No balls.
No balls for me.
Balls,
no orbs.
No. You've got no
orbs.
guidance. No guidance. Fresh soul. She's just fucking raw dog in life.
0 orbs. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd be really fascinated to know what your guides say. Because they'd be like, she's not listening to us anyway.
If it's Madison's mom. But then who else would be my grandpa?
It could just be it could be not a human that you've ever met.
Oh, really? Someone just signed on for this job? Whoa.
Yeah.
Bad work assignment.
It could just be an energy that vibes with you. You think the people in the beyond don't fuck with you?
I don't know. But what I will say is something witchy did happen, actually, looking back. Okay. I don't know if I even told you this. Maybe I did in Act Surprise.
Okay.
Okay. As I'm packing for this trip, right, which is all summer camp based, Meredith and I met at summer camp. She's coming. I have everybody make tree cookies, which if you didn't go to camp, is basically just like name tags, but they're like little tree cookies, like spheres, okay, from a tree. And then you write your name on them and you wear them on a lanyard, okay?
I was trying to figure out what that word was today because you kept calling them that, and I was like, "What is this tree? This tree nugget?
Tree cookie.
It's a cookie.
It's
Got
a
it.
cookie. And I obviously had one growing up at camp, and like when you have your tree cookie from camp, like you keep it every single year and you take it back, and like the lanyard for the camp I went to obviously has like pins on it and things from being a counselor and being a counselor in training and all that stuff. And I'm like really like panic grabbing like coolers because we're about to go grocery shopping. So I'm like grabbing a cooler, and then I'm like, oh, I think I have an insulated bag somewhere in here. And I found this insulated bag. It had a stethoscope, a random unused tower hard drive. It's like a $400 hard drive. Never opened it.
Casual.
So why is that in my garage? And this random insulated freezer grocery bag. I believe there were some baby bottles in there. And at the bottom, I'm literally dumping this thing out. My tree cookie from camp. We're going up. I was like, hello?
The doom box has
The
spoken.
way I couldn't even try to find it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And then it just said, well, you're going to camp.
And the fact that it's made it through multiple moves with you as well is wild.
I'll never throw that thing away.
Yeah.
No matter how much religious trauma I've endured, I will never, ever throw it away.
Yeah.
Okay, we're jumping around like crazy. But we did one fun night out. And then we did one fun night in. And I've seen on like social media these like PowerPoint nights that people will have of like,
I kind of feel like they started during COVID. Like when people were stuck inside, they would just do them with their families. And so they would do like conspiracy theories or their favorite products or whatever.
And I kind of like worded this as like Roman Empire night. So like the thing that's living in your head rent free at the time that you just want to share with other people.
Yep.
So I did mine on it wasn't, everybody thought everybody was really riled up to hear my Frozen takes. I didn't do that. But I did do something that actually does live in my head rent free, and I think about it way too much, and it's that Wish is the most underrated Disney movie of all time. So I did keep it in the Disney sphere, but it was about the movie Wish, and I, did approximately a 10-minute presentation.
About how they fumbled the rollout.
They fumbled the rollout, and I get really hot and bothered about this because people.
I love when people get hot and bothered. That makes me just giddy.
People will like tear down Wish and be like, "There's this plot hole, there's that plot hole," and I'm like, Kristoff was a baby, orphaned, and he's getting ice. You think that's not a plot? You don't think anybody? The rock trolls took him in. That's the best we could do. Rock trolls. I'm telling you, boulder trolls.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know, but they're boulders and they're trolls, and I've had enough of it. And also, it's just like the other Frozen problem I have. Just a teaser for all of you when I finally get it all together in an organized fashion. Elsa was literally making like a snow universe in the castle with all these castle hands and such.
And no one knew.
No one had an inkling of this situation at hand. No one spread it around to the other kingdoms.
You're telling me that she had an entire room where they were ice skating and they were making snowmen and she was doing sled hills. If she didn't know how to make it stop and disappear, that would have melted. And now why is all this water in here?
I won't accept it. And what I get into in Wish, and hey, if you guys want me to put that up somewhere, I will. But
I loved it. I thought it was incredible.
I felt like embarrassed. I was like, oh no, I fear I've gone too niche. I fear I've gone way too niche because it started with yours, and then we did Sam's, which was like an astrology reading of the weekend.
And that was fun.
So it was like yours was rating all of us as men.
Yes.
And which was very funny. And then Sam did that. And I was like, and I'm going to go talk about this Disney movie that I have a hyperfixation on.
But a lot of us are parents or aunts of young kids. And so we've seen these movies. And it is something we think about and don't get to talk to anybody about.
Had you seen Wish?
Yes. And
Okay.
also your delivery was incredible.
Well, thank you. I think about it a lot.
I felt like you could make someone care about that.
Well, okay, now that I have you here,
Okay.
what were your thoughts on Wish having seen it before my PowerPoint? Where did you stand with the movie Wish? Like, I've seen it, but I wouldn't see it again.
It wouldn't be I would see it again, but it would not be my first to see again. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Like, I would watch Zootopia 2 again before I would watch Wish again.
Well, okay, obviously. Okay,
But
that's
I
not fair.
didn't know that Wish was the, like, prequel.
They fucked the rollout up. I wasn't even supposed to talk about this. Okay, Wish the movie, okay, was in honor of the 100th anniversary of Disney. Okay? They have some heavy hitters in this movie too. They have Chris Pine. And I'm like, maybe people hated that he was singing. I don't know. I thought he did a great job. And then I don't remember her name, but she was in Hamilton, okay? Plays Asha. Incredible, okay? It's a great movie. Anyway, they decide to continue with this rollout during the SAG-AFTRA strike, which meant that nobody promoted it because they can't. And I think that lack of, like, pressure, you know, like Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell were promoting Frozen.
Yes, there was excitement.
There was no excitement around this when it was in honor of the 100th anniversary. And there are some cute things. Like, it is the origin story of the magic mirror and the fairy godmother.
Which
Was that lost on you?
Yeah, I didn't know that. You informed me of that. And now that lives in my head rent free. I want to watch it again so I can see if I can pick up on that.
And long story short, it is basically a story on standing up to the government, standing up to the regime, saying, I've had enough.
The way you tied fascism into Wish, I was like,
it is.
Somebody give her a TED Talk because this deserves.
Josh was like, maybe that's why. Maybe people just don't.
Maybe.
They think it's too political. And I'm like, I really don't think Disney was going that political.
Yeah, but if you watch Zootopia 1 or Zootopia 2, they're both political.
Yes. I mean, it's all about politics.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Zootopia 2 yet. It's one of those things I'm going to have to watch by myself because Elsie wants and needs the music.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, people, and I'll draw my line in the sand here with Wish.
There's a hill to die on.
Don't come at me after this music. It is incredible. It is delightful. And what you don't like about it, you uncultured swine, is that it is giving stage musical. And some of you were never in your middle school's production of Seussical, is what I'll say. Is what I'll say for free. And none of you understand the arts. In my case, to be fair to Laura, who's correcting me, it was a middle school production of The Jungle Book. But I feel like Seussical is more relatable to the masses.
Yeah.
I feel like Seussical is just...
And that's a fair substitution, I feel.
Yeah. So I was like the fifth part of Ka in my production, my school's production of, I was Ka number 5.
The Jungle Book.
Yeah, the snake. Like
The
we had
snake?
pieces of the snake. I was like the 5th one. I think there were 7 of us.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a very big snake.
But anyway, I'm cultured and I like stage musicals, and that's what this whole movie was giving, a stage musical.
So get a grip, all of you.
So
who
get
are
a grip
catching
and rewatch
strays.
it. Get a grip and rewatch it.
Yeah.
And scene. What else do you have to say?
Did you like what I said about you in my presentation?
Okay,
As Rachel?
Ray? Yes, I thought it was spot on. Me and every single man filter, I look dead ringer. Madison's ex-husband. Dead ringer.
And what does that say?
Dead ringer for that man. And I don't know what that says. But it is very weird. We discovered this like when they were still together. Mm-hmm. It was like a Snapchat filter, and I was like, why do I look like John?
What is this?
Why do I look like John right now? I'm using his real name.
I want to see.
Go cry, John, if you don't like it.
I think I sent it to Nicole because I'm going to read to you what I said about
I think can say John because I actually like John. So I can say it.
Okay, so what I did, I wanted to go first for our PowerPoint night because
It was perfect.
I
It's at
wanted
the Toma.
this is our last night together, and I decided to take this time to kind of introduce everyone to each other. We've all spent all of this time together,
Yes.
but I kind of wanted to get more specific, more niche about who everyone was to me. And so I introduced them as their female self and who I thought they were to me. And then I introduced them as their male self and what I thought they would be.
Yeah, she psychoanalyzes our male self.
Yes. So this is Rachel, Jeri's adopted big sister, despite her being 3 years younger. Bridesmaid, Brady's Beard's #1 fan.
True.
Sag Sun, Medication Enforcement Moon, 90s Mom Rising.
And we'll just, for a real quick caveat, I bullied Jeri, like lightweight, like threatened her life if she wouldn't get her Wellbutrin refilled. I was like, dead
I had
ass.
to jump through hoops.
And I knew what it was.
Hoops.
And it's the reason why I didn't do my taxes yet. And the reason I haven't done my taxes yet is because the first fucking thing in my accountant's like platform of like, fill all this stuff out is driver's licenses. Both Josh and I had expired licenses. I was like,
well, there we go.
dead.
And I'm out.
Call corner. We're dead.
I
They're still
can't
not
do it
done.
anymore.
But now we have them. So it's on. Game's back on. Taxes
So
back on.
Ray is the name that I gave male Rachel. Ray plays divorced dad Rock on the aux unironically. Has a John 3:16 tattoo on his ribs and a tribal tattoo around his bicep. He swears he only has eyes for you. I didn't know this, but I actually included more that I didn't read.
Oh.
That it's forgot to listen. I didn't proofread this, and so there was several ones where I like had fucked up. This is one where I had extended it on your second slide.
Okay.
And I didn't add it to the first one. It says swears he only has eyes for you, but is interested in a threesome with his friend.
John 3:16, heavy on that.
John 3:16. And then Nicole and I did this together.
Uh-huh.
Because it was Nicole's idea originally, and then she was like, I don't know that I'm going to have time to work on this. And I was like, this is an incredible idea. I cannot let it die. Will you do it with me? And so her and I took turns saying how much we would need to consume of alcohol to be with these people. And because I was related to half the people, I said, this is perfect. Nicole, you do those ones.
You fill these in.
But I did do yours. And I said a picture of margaritas from the Mexican restaurant he took me to on our first, second, and third date. I fear you'd bully me. Like the male version of you looks like you'd be mean to me. But any woman, really. You look like you'd be mean to just women.
I feel like I'd be mean to women behind their backs.
Yeah.
But to their face, nice.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And that's
John
what
3:16.
and that's what would scare me.
Yeah, John 3:16.
John 3:16.
Heavy on that.
Yeah.
Right on. Do you say on the ribs?
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks for me as a man. And yeah, that whole thing was incredible. But it was insane that it was 17 minutes long. I was like, oh my God. But then there was 15 of us or whatever.
Yes.
So.
I did. I went as fast as I went through it. I went through it pretty well. And then, Sam went second. And I thought hers was so cool.
But I will say, if you do watch a Patreon, and if we do post the whole thing, which I think we should of Jeri's because it is funny, the only man that was like, ooh, Taylor is a man.
And I fear that's why I forgot.
Taylor is a man.
I forgot to put Taylor as a man who I named Tyler.
Oh, yeah. You forgot to put his...
Yes, what he looks like. And I think it's because I had a hard time looking at him. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Because he kind of looked like...
I was like,
oh, okay. I'm seeing that now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that now. Okay.
That was hard. That was tough. But yeah, that was like my sisters. What's so funny is my sisters look like our dad and I look like our dad. I look like a gay man.
You looked like a homosexual man.
I did.
That I would trust with my life.
One that is happily out too.
Happily out, you know.
In a relationship, long term.
Nicole would carry his children.
Yes, 100%.
Surrogate
100%.
for him.
Yeah. My sisters and I look like brothers. And that's weird. But it's not weird because we're sisters. Do you know what I mean?
Randi was hot. Randi was just my type. Just my type.
Randi was not my type, and that's because all I see is my dad.
Type. Just my type. Oh. Yeah, maybe.
Nick, hot. Nick, hot.
Nicole was looking good as a man.
Yeah.
Who else? Was Madison? But then I was like, oh my God, that's Eric.
Madison.
I shan't sexualize.
Madison is another one where I was like,
I shan't
fear you'll
sexualize
bully
my nephew.
me. You will hurt my feelings.
Well, she looked like Draco Malfoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meredith, who I named Marty, looks like a good time.
Yep.
Looks like a good fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do that, it's a lot of fun to do with your friends.
It is.
Highly suggest.
I'm sorry. You will have to use AI.
I know.
Or be good at drawing, I guess. I don't really know.
I was like, I'm really sorry for the use of AI. I'll tell you the app that I use, not affiliated outside of just using it for this, because I did have a really tough time finding a way to do it. And it's called Face App. Okay. That's what I used.
It was good.
And it was good, yes.
And then after that, I scrolled.
Sam did. Huh?
What? Sam? Oh, yeah, you did that, and then Sam did.
Yeah, Sam did her. She did like an astrological prediction for the weekend
that she had done weeks prior.
Yes, like months in advance. She had like based on where the planets and the stars were, what the weekend was going to be, and what like Brady and I were as a couple, and what our marriage would be like. It was really, really sweet. I thought it was so cool. I thought everyone's was so cool. Yes. Then you yelled at us about Wish.
I yelled at everybody about Wish. We'll leave it there.
And then Christine from And That's Why We Drink, our Parapod bestie.
She blew our minds with this mall world, dream world situation.
We could not move on from this. I think that's why PowerPoint night took so long.
It bothered me because I'm the daughter of teachers, and I'm like, everybody needs to stop fucking talking. Stop breaking the rules. Let her continue. Let her get to the goddamn point. Nobody needs to talk about all of their stuff. But it really is interesting to me because I just dream in my own world. Like last night I dreamed in my church's child or our education wing.
It's a real place.
It's a real place. It's not like a random, I don't think I've ever been in a mall, but mall world in theory is this like collective dream world space that people believe they all go to the same place.
And it's connected to a water park and an amusement park. And
You,
there's
like,
an airport.
like sometimes you're at the mall and then you end up at the airport and they're like, that's mall world, dream world. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was wild.
Which a lot of us had, we couldn't move past it because a lot of us related to it and wanted to keep adding quips. I think my favorite part of Christine's PowerPoint is that there wasn't one. Like she had one.
Here's a slide. I don't know what I'm going to say here.
She had it on like one slide that had like 2 words on it and then read all of her notes and then like skipped ahead to a picture. Yeah. And so like it was more of like an oral report than a PowerPoint, but I thought it was so funny that she was like, I thought about doing a PowerPoint, I tried, and then I fucking abandoned it. So sorry.
Here's my notes app.
And I love that. I fucking love that. Know your limits.
Yeah. And
stand on that. And I approve of that message. And then we ended. Oh no, Randi was next, huh?
Randi
did a PowerPoint on breaking the cycle, and she used main characters from different shows and how they were brought up in toxic situations or by toxic parents, and then how they were rewriting stories as parents themselves, for
like
their
Sean
kids.
Hunter, Lorelai Gilmore,
a couple people from One Tree Hill,
Nathan Scott.
And then she ended with me.
Oh, and that was too much.
And
I think in my direct words, I said to her, Are you good?
Are you well?
Are you good? I was just, and I think everybody like saw it coming, but I was obviously just like,
there's no
seems
way.
So deep for Randi.
She is a very deep person.
Yeah.
Like she's got cancer in her.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like deep for like a public discussion. You like to be like, oh, I'm doing all this emotional stuff out loud in front of everyone, which I feel like.
That's the thing is she's not afraid to fucking deck you in front of people, but she's also not afraid to love you hard in front of people too. You know what I mean? She's like, audience or not.
I do believe I said to you intoxicated, maybe on the party bus, I do believe I was married to Randi in a past life. I believe I was her lover. There's a kinship
you and
here.
Everyone else on the
There's
bus.
A kinship here. Yeah. I think me and Nicole might fist fight for
Yeah.
Randy's love.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Nicole came up to me because Nicole,
Which is funny because like Nicole and I don't know each other super well, but I'm like, I fear we might be exactly the same.
You're very similar. You're very similar. Nicole told me whenever I sent her the pictures of all the guys, she saw Randy and she's like, I'm going to be stone cold sober because Randy is 100% my type. And then when we were out, she's like, hey, I'm doubling down on Randy being my type because
As a lady.
as
and
a
a
lady
man.
as well.
As a lady as well.
Yeah. So Randy went and everyone was crying and then we all took a breather and then Kat was the last person to go. And Kat made my dream come true. If you watch the episode where Jess joined us, I joked about my dream of being on Wiki Feet. And because Kat was like, I'm not about to make a fucking account on Wiki Feet, but I will make a presentation dedicated to your feet. I will scour
Personal
the internet.
Wiki Feet.
And I will screenshot these and I will rate your feet in this PowerPoint and give you an overall rating. And it was, I felt like I did drugs.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me such a high to see it. And it made me
it was so good.
so happy. And my favorite part was at the end, she gave me an overall rating. We then called
insane.
Brady and we say, hey, my dream of having my feet rated came true. And I want to know what you think my overall rating was. And he said an 8. And I said, if you could add a point to it, like if it was an 8 point something, what would that be? And he said 8.6. And that
incredible.
is the exact rating that I was granted in this PowerPoint. And so I believe it's true. My feet are an 8.6.
That's a solid score.
I'm proud of it.
I believe mine would be a 4.2.
No way.
Jerry, you've seen the Tingers, okay?
You do have long toes.
And big feet.
Yeah, but that's for someone.
It's for someone.
For me, my feet are so small. Like I'm shocked
Your feet
that
are
I'm
crowd pleasers, Jerry.
upright.
You're crowd pleasers.
Yeah. They're dainty.
I know my
little
mom used to
daisies.
say that the reason why I walked so early was because I just had flippers on my feet.
She's like, you got boats holding
I got
you up.
boats holding me up, which is also
Yeah.
like pipe. Like both my girls have huge feet, and I'm
My mom's like a size 10 and a half.
okay.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here. I can wear a children's 5.
That's crazy.
4.5, 5.
That's insane.
I know.
Do any of you guys have bigger feet?
Sam and Randy have average feet. Yeah,
Okay.
they have like 8.5 feet.
That's not 10. 10 and a half is a wild size.
Yeah, that's a big size.
That's a big. That's a
My
big
mom's also
shoe.
5'10". Mom's a tall lady. Which is why she was so upset that we were all 5'7" and under.
You're right. But honestly, it's like you were into sports. Like
Yeah,
nothing
that's why
was
she
worse
was
for me.
pissed.
Nothing was worse for me than being told, because I was tall at a young age, that like in the 5th grade that I would be 6 foot tall, because they do this like trajectory chart, right? They're like, okay,
Yep.
if you're this tall at this, you'll hit puberty, you'll get another
Yep.
growth spurt. Except I hit puberty at 11. Okay,
You're out.
but then they told me I'd be 6 foot, and I was like, okay, great. And then that just never happened. And it was like, I was honestly heartbreaking to me at the time. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll never be a professional volleyball player. Like I literally won't, because I tried to learn like the other positions.
Yeah.
But like by the time you're a sophomore in high school, you don't fucking.
No, it's over.
It's muscle memory.
Yep.
Like when you play like sports in a position,
Mm-hmm.
you could just switch positions.
No.
That's crazy. It's a crazy concept.
My mom wanted us to be posts. We were not posts.
Oh no.
We were point guards.
Yeah.
Shooting guards. That's it.
Why would you? No, wait, no shit. Why would you want to be post? Did you want to be tall?
Yeah.
I was a post in
Yeah.
8th grade. Not
Yeah.
to brag, you know. I didn't like it.
Feels like a brag.
I didn't like it. I didn't like. I didn't like basketball at all. It was not my thing.
I
Softball,
really wanted to like
volleyball.
fucking body people in there, but I would just go up against these brick shit houses and I would just get knocked over because I
Yeah.
was so little.
They're so tiny.
Yeah.
But all the point guards in like high school were just tiny gals.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was the bachelorette party. Are there anything of note? Any questions you have?
I don't think so. I think my biggest question was like what your thought process was going into it and like what was the importance of like how you did it. And I'm very appreciative. I'm very grateful for not only all of the work that you did and all the coordinating and all of those things, but I'm very grateful that you thought of kind of relieving me of a stress that I would have naturally taken on when I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So,
and I think it's just hard. Like, so often when the people closest to you in your daily life are your family, right? It's Sierra, your sisters, your cousins. Like, those are the people that see you the most. And so nobody's challenging a dynamic there. Nobody's saying, because it's what's comfortable and not in a negative way. Like, there's so much comfort that comes from like, hey, I know my role and I'm going to do it. And I did feel like there was a lot of unspoken by you asking me to do it. That was like, you did want to do things differently, because when you planned your first bachelorette party, you like did it. It was just a night at your house, right? It was like,
yeah. So when I had my bachelorette before, Randi was only 19.
Yeah.
So she couldn't go out. And it was important to me that she was a part of it, because her and I, we have always had a roller coaster of a relationship. It's been up and down all over the place. And we were in a place then where I was really trying to like repair and build a relationship. So the last thing I wanted was to alienate her from a situation. And I also really didn't like being in public, like going to bars, because my natural inclination was to go into mom mode, and I wouldn't drink and I would just take care of people. So I had vocalized, I don't want to go to Cleveland and go to bars, which was the original plan, because I know I'm not going to drink and you guys are going to be annoyed with me because I'm not going to want to drink and I'm going to want to take care of people. And also Randi can't go then. And so what we ended up doing was we went and did laser tag, and then we had a psychic come to my house.
Yeah.
that was it. And I still had a fine time, but it was very much, I was still worried about things.
Yeah.
And whenever I had talked to you about doing it, I remember being like, Sierra is down for the get down. She's a yes man. She's a hype man. She likes to do that. Nicole likes to put things together. Sam and Randi,
sounding boards.
And also Sam has a cricket.
She's a cricket girl.
Loves to cricket.
You know I love a cricket
so
girl.
I was almost like, I will give you these suggestions of what these people's strengths and interests are, and then I'm going to exit.
Yep.
Because I don't want to have to.
Yeah, I think it was a point of maturity for you to say, I do want to be celebrated. I want this experience. I don't want to have a hand in it. But I'm telling someone that I trust that, like, I do want this experience for myself. I won't plan it myself, and I won't, you know.
And I also didn't want someone to be stressed about doing it, because my absolute nightmare is thinking that I'm a burden to somebody.
Oh, right.
And even if you were stressed about something, like you said earlier, I know that you are not discouraged by stress. You acknowledge that it is sometimes just a thing that goes along with it. And I know that not everybody handles stress in the same way.
Right.
And so again, it was like the people who I surround myself with now, I try really hard to just look at their strengths and their interests and focus on those things, and so that everyone is kind of like a rising tide raises all ships.
Yeah.
Like everybody it's not all falling on one person. And
right.
It felt really wonderful to have a group of people who I love and respect all come together in a way that I really did feel celebrated.
Good.
And I didn't feel like, for the first time, I wasn't sitting there thinking like, is everyone having a good time? Does everyone think that I've checked in enough with them? Am I being present enough with everybody? There was not a question in my mind about any of that. And it was exactly what I needed, especially in this season of my life, because that is more of the energy that I'm trying to cultivate. And yeah, I'd do it 1,000 times.
Yeah, it was fun. And I stand by that. So, yeah, if you want to watch a lot, I guess, like, have you watched a vlog before? Like, how long are they?
Depends.
I don't really understand it. I am shocked that there is an hour and a half of content. More than that, but I was like, I'm cutting out.
I've made vlogs before, and they've been like, I keep them real tight, but I also don't do them like a whole story. It's like a storytelling thing.
Yes. I'm like, it is just the experience, I guess.
If you want to watch a feature-length film of
right.
The Bachelorette.
Seriously.
Well, the Taylor Frankie Paul one's canceled, so you might as well watch mine.
Exactly. We won't get into it. Yeah, but I do believe I'm going to have it just to buy. So like you don't have to, like if you don't want to be a Patreon member or don't want that responsibility or
commitment,
monthly commitment subscription, you can just purchase this video and watch the chaos and a lot of my weird ramblings. And there is a good point. Oh, you talked about this with Sierra when we were at Pins, another bar in Columbus. And this guy comes up to us and just starts ranting at us. I end up flipping the camera, and you just see the bottom of mine and Madison's chins just like mumbling to each other for like, what the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck
that
is this?
whole time was, Kat reminded me 3 people actually came up at that point. Like there was I don't even know. It was just too much. It was too much. I was like, hey, one thing I don't want is people to continue
to perceive me.
To us. Yeah. Hey, leave me
don't
alone.
perceive me.
Leave me alone.
Don't make me take this veil off. I like it. But yeah, I love celebrating you. And I hope you felt celebrated.
I did.
And I hope you didn't completely black out for it.
No, I didn't. I felt very present. I feel very great. And the thing that people keep telling me is like, Jeri, you surround yourself with the best people. Like everyone made me feel comfortable. That was the best weekend I've had in a very long time. And that's what I wanted, is I wanted it to be something where everyone felt like they walked away with something more than just
going and doing the stupid stuff that nobody really wants to do.
Dick straws.
Exactly. I tried to be. I got one penis shaped thing,
and I didn't
used
even
it at the
realize
trail
it
mix
till
bar.
the next day. I was like, oh my god, that's a dick.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, yeah, it is.
But that was the thing. Like the panic buy. Like I think people can relate to this before the wedding. Of like, what am I missing? Mm-hmm. Like the panic Amazon orders. Like what did I get? What did I think about? And I just had to like bring it back to basics of like,
it's fine.
The event will happen.
Yep.
With or without the dick straws.
And it's going to be fine.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right. This has been our batch recap, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. This is For Better and Worse Podcast. I'm Rach.
I'm Jeri.
And we out of here.